Welcome everybody to our first class. Let's write this together, okay? So this sound in English, it is letter D, right? Okay. If I want to write a letter in Arabic, gives me the same sound, it will be this amazing, beautiful one. Pay attention. How's it? Wow. It is d. We write Arabic from the right to the left, English from the left to the right, okay? So d. Okay, it's ping pong. D. Okay. So now let's do something crazy. I will write this word in English, day, right? Day. So I can remove this letter. I can substitute it by this one in Arabic, d, and I complete the same word. It will be what? Day, okay? I know it's crazy, but for you to imagine, how's it? Day, day, day. Okay, so now let's do something else. And now let's add this letter here. Let's add this. So it will be de. This sound of A, de. It's a short vowel, right? De. So I can add this mark here like this, and I will have the same sound. So this is de. This mark on the top, we call it fatha, okay? Don't focus with the names, but when you find this mark on the top of any letter, so you have the sound of A as a short vowel. De. Okay? Now, let's write your first word in Arabic. I want you to write dada. Okay, let's write it first in English, how it will be. So I have dada. So now I want to write dada in Arabic, dada. Let's write your first Arabic word. Okay, so it's so simple. Pay attention. Dada. Okay, let's add one more. So now we have a word made of 3 letters. Da. Okay, pay attention. That is a refusal letter. Doesn't get connected to the following letter from the left side. That's why we have a space here and a space here, okay? If you didn't get it now, you will get it in the following example. Don't worry, okay? So now I want you to pause the video and write this down and come back. Don't worry, I will not go anywhere. I'm waiting for you. Welcome back, my friends. Let's write another letter. Pay attention. The sound of this letter is s. Okay, so if I write this word like this, say, I can do the same thing. Say, s. Okay, so another thing, if I remove this and this, and now I want to say se. So I must add this mark on the top. Se. So now let's do something crazy. I want you to write sa in Arabic, but I will write it in English first. Let's see. I will write from the right to the left for you to imagine how Arabic works. Sa. So now we have sa. Let's write it in Arabic. Let's see. Sa. We have now sa in the beginning of the word. It will have different shape. Pay attention. Sa in the beginning of the word. And now let's see sa in the end of the word. So we have sa. Sa is a normal letter. Can get connected from the left side and the right side. There is no any problem, okay? Sa in the beginning of the word wanted to get connected to the following letter, so we didn't have this round shape. It became like this. And then sa in the end of the word is connected to the previous letter from the right side. So we got this line here. So pay attention. It has the same shape of sa out of the word plus this small line here. Sa, 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 sa. Okay, let's write another word now. Let's write sa, sa, sa. Sa, 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 sa. How it will be sa, sa, sa in Arabic? Let's see. So, sa in the beginning of the word will be the same. Sa, sa. And then we have sa in the middle of the word. Sa, sa. And finally, we have sa in the end of the word. So we have here sa, 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 sa. Pay attention. Sa here is different, okay? In the middle of the word. It got this shape and it has this arm from the right and another one from the left in order to get connected to the previous and following letter, as you see here. Okay, now you can pause the video and write everything down and come back because we are gonna mix some words out of de and se. Let's see. So now we have de and se. Here you will find in English as well to remember. De, se. So let's write a word out of them. Let's write dese. Let's connect de to se. De to se. So let's start with de. 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 De is a refusal letter. It doesn't get connected to the following letter from the left side. So we will take se like this with this shape. Pay attention, we write from the right to the left. Dese, dese. Okay, let's invert. Let's start with se. So let's see se in the beginning of the word. Se. And let's put de after. Se is a normal letter. It gets connected to the following letter from the left side, and de is a refusal letter. Doesn't get connected to the following letter from the left side. However, it gets connected to the previous letter from the right side if it was a normal letter, not a refusal one, like se. So it will be like this. Pay attention. De. We have another shape here. So I have sede, sede, dese, dese, sede, dese. Okay? For you to remember in English. De, se, de. Okay? Pause the video, write everything down, and come back, please. So now, based on the previous activities, we know that we have two different shapes of de. It can be like this, de, or like this. De, de, de. Let's see se. We have more shapes of se. Se, it can be like this. Se, or like this. Se, or like this. Se, or like this. Se, de, se, se. Now we will write down 5 words. I want you to write with me, please. The first word, it will be de, se. De. Pay attention here. De. De. De is a refusal letter. So I must select this one because this one doesn't have this line. So I will select this one. se. Da, se. Pay attention, we have a space here and here. Let's write another word. Se, da, se. 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 I will start with se. So, se in the beginning of the word. Se. And then de. Se, de. De. I will select this one of the here. Se, de. Se, de. Se. Se. I will select this one because de is a refusal letter. Se, de, se. Se, de, se. Don't worry, if you have any question in your mind, we will answer it when we finish this activity. The most important thing is I want you to observe a lot. Let's write another word, which is se, de. Se, de. Let's write se, de. I will start with se. 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 So now I will select this one in the middle. Se. De. De. Se, de. Se, de. Okay, let's write another word. Se, de. Se, de. Se. I selected this shape because it is in the beginning of the word. Se, de. I will select this one because I want to get connected. Se, de. Se, de. And the last word, it will be de, se. De. Se. Se. De, se. De, se. So let's review everything now. So we have two different shapes of de. And we have four different shapes of se. Okay. De is a refusal letter. Doesn't get connected to the following letter from the left side. Okay. It just gets connected to the previous letter from the right side. That's why we have this shape here. Let's talk about se. Se is a normal letter. Can get connected to the previous and the following letter. There is no any problem. Like here, so we have this shape. As you see, we have an arm from the right side and another arm from the left side. Okay, so let's see. So in the word da, se, this is the shape of da in the beginning of the word. Okay, we have da here in da, se in the beginning of the word. So da in the beginning of the word, it's always like this. This is the shape of da in the beginning of the word. And as you see, it's not connected to the following letter. Okay, let's talk about da in the middle of the word. This is da in the middle of the word. As you see, it has this shape or this shape. So it can be like this or like this. It takes this shape if the previous letter is a refusal letter, like da. So that's why we have this space here. It takes this shape if the previous letter is a normal letter, like sa. It's connected to it by this small arm or line. You can call it as you want. Okay. Let's see da in the end of the word. Da in the end of the word, it can be like this, separated as you see. So it takes this shape when the previous letter is a refusal letter. So we have this space here. It can take this shape, okay, when the previous letter is a normal letter. So it has this arm here, okay. So now we know that da in the beginning of the word can be like this. Da in the middle of the word can be like this and this. the in the end of the word can be like this or like this. And you have here all the examples. Okay, let's see. Let's talk about sa. Sa in the beginning of the word. It's always like this. Sa is always like this in the beginning of the word. So let's see here. I have this example, this example, this example. Okay. Now let's talk about sa in the middle of the word. Sa in the middle of the word can be like this or like this. Let's see. So let's talk about this one first. Sa in the middle of the word can be like this with two arms. When the previous letter is a normal letter, it gets connected to the previous one by this arm, the one that you see here. Okay, and always sa is connected to the following letter. Always from the left side, it's always connected. Okay, let's see now another shape of sa in the middle of the word. This one, it looks like the one in the beginning of the word. So when sa in the middle of the word is like this, when the previous letter is a refusal letter. So we have this space here. So it's like this, and we have this arm, as you see, in order to get connected to the following letter. Okay? Okay, so we have two shapes now of sa in the middle of the word. Let's see sa in the end of the word. Sa in the end of the word can be like this or like this. So in the end of the word, it's always with this round shape. Okay? It's always like this. Let's see this one first, the one with the arm. I think you know when it's like this. Let's see the example. Here, check this one. So, sa in the end of the word like this, when the previous letter is a normal letter, the letter that can get connected to the following letter from the left side. Okay? And the sa is like this in the end of the word when the previous letter is a refusal letter. So when the previous letter is a refusal letter, we have this space here. Bear in mind, all letters in the Arabic alphabet can get connected to the other letters from the right side. All the letters, okay? So they can get connected to the other letter from the right side. But the refusal letters, they don't get connected to the following letter from the left side. Okay? Always remember this and put it in your mind. And by practicing, you will know how to identify them easily. You will know how to recognize them easily. Don't worry, we will talk about this more and more in this course. So we have finished the first class. Now you must do your homework, okay? Do the activities of this class.